It's March 4th, 2022, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where police respond to a downtown alleyway where a teenage employee of a nearby restaurant has just been shot and killed.
I'm sorry, can I go to school?
Yeah, bro. Does have a wound. Star 4255. That number extends Okay, this is secure to see.
Police identify the victim as 16-year-old Josue Ruiz, who is later referred to as Jay, lying in a pool of blood and dead from an apparent gunshot wound to the head. Meanwhile, investigators rush to determine what exactly happened here when one detective discovers a camera in the alleyway.
Somewhere right here.
Yeah, so he just walked to the passenger side.
And they react.
Is this victim?
Though surveillance doesn't capture the actual shooting, it does capture the suspect's car leaving the scene of the crime. This will be important later. Next, other investigators hear from one witness.
Our kid wearing a graduation cap and gown, it was blue. And there was a group of people over here out of a car. I saw another guy backed in, like I just saw strange cars that aren't usually here. And I was driving in circles because this is a rental car and I can't park it back here. And I'm looking for parking on the street, so I've just been circling and I noticed some weird activity and I just had this gut-wrenching feeling that someone was about to get shot because there were just weird people back here. And I saw this kid, this guy right here who shot, he was over here talking to some girl. And the last minute I saw him over there, I turned the corner, and then all of a sudden I went back this way, and I heard a gunshot when I was on this side of the road, so then I came back over here and parked, and he was down.
Seconds later, the victim's employer rounds the corner and shares some important insight before officers break the tragic news.
Okay, yeah, that's who we...
Did they take him already?
No.
I don't know.
Can you talk to her and just get his information?
I don't know.
You know, supposedly his girlfriend got jumped back here on Saturday. They were both supposed to work, but then I think he had said that there was some kind of altercation between him and the girlfriend's brother, and his knuckles, he said, were all cut up from it. Is he going to be okay, or? No?
I don't believe so.
Oh my God, that kid is 16 years old.
We're going to try and see if we can pull anything up there.
Next, detectives catch up with the victim's pregnant 17-year-old girlfriend at a nearby apartment.
This morning, him and my brother were supposed to box it out because this has nothing to do with this at all. My brother and him just don't get along. They bump heads very much. But my brother would never do this. He knows how I feel about Jay. He knows how that would crush me.
Tell me a little bit about why they were gonna box it out.
Because me and Jay were arguing at my mom's, and he didn't like the way Jay was yelling at me. So he got in his face, and yeah, typical brother stuff.
Okay.
Trying to be protective and stuff.
So I'm gonna take these phones because I am conducting an investigation, okay? As soon as I'm done talking with Mom, I will come back and then we'll discuss.
Do you want to
have
have
more
more
questions?
What's your mom's first name?
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth? Let me just tell her. Come back in and talk with her and just see her, but we need to talk with Mom first. I don't think anyone
The young woman's mom, identified as 47-year-old Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez, who shares the same first name as her daughter, enters the room here, just steps away from where the victim's mother is standing. Now, detectives step out to again break the tragic news, this time to Jay's mom.
Anna Luciano, you could just call me Anna. This is my partner anyways. I am the primary detective, okay? I was actually going to call you before we came over here, but wanted to gather some information first, so I do apologize that this is going on, okay?
Can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I'm so sorry for your loss, okay? Right now, I don't have much other than officers were dispatched to the alleyway in reference to Jose being deceased, okay?
What happened? You
And
don't
that's
know?
why so we just got called out. That's why I'm trying to interview as many people as I can. That's why I headed here first, and then I was headed your way because I do have some questions. But as of right now, I don't know. Okay. I really don't know.
Thank you. We're gonna have rescue car and check.
Investigators clear the room and invite Elizabeth to talk before this twisted story begins to unravel.
Elizabeth, so I'm gonna read you your rights, okay?
Why?
Just because I have some more detailed questions I want to ask, and I want to make sure that you understand your rights.
I may not want to answer no questions I don't understand.
So I have more questions about your car,
Okay.
but I can't ask them without reading you your rights, okay? So the reason why I'm Mirandizing you, and I know it's scary and all, but I want you to understand that I have some more questions about your car, okay? Because the car is not where you're saying you left it at. Okay?
Somebody stole my car.
That's why I'm talking to you. I want to know.
So I have to call my car was stolen.
So here's the thing, okay? So I believe your car was used in today's homicide. Okay?
You're lying to me.
No, I am not. Okay, so if you don't tell me who had your car,
I don't know. All
It's
I know
your
is
car.
I left my car at the side of the road.
okay.
I didn't lend my car to nobody.
You heard that right. Police confront Elizabeth with the news that her car was allegedly spotted leaving the scene of the crime.
So what I'm getting at is that what are the odds that your son and his friends have a problem with Jay, and Jay is now dead, and people are telling me it's your car on scene. So
Okay.
talking to your daughter, talking to mom,
Okay.
nobody has a problem with Jay other than,
But my son said he wouldn't, and neither would Javon. And I was with them today.
so you were with them all day.
Yes.
They went to the laundromat with you.
They did not go to the laundromat with me. During that time, they were all at home.
But you wouldn't know because you weren't home. Correct?
Between the hours of 1:37 and 2:20, I was gone at the laundromat alone. I got dropped off from Big Sabina. My children, all the boys, they were all still at home. None of them left.
Okay.
They're not allowed to leave the house unless they have permission, because I need to know where they're going.
Okay. So then if they were home, because you said you were on your way over here, right? When your car broke down. That was what you told me.
Yes, between 9 and 10 in the morning.
You were on your way over here.
Mm-hmm.
By yourself.
I'm by myself, yes.
Okay.
And
So
they were
then,
still at the house.
okay. So then when I find video
And
surveillance
hold on.
from the incident,
Okay, but you have to give me a moment.
okay?
My son had an interview at 9 o'clock, and we were over at the Whataburger over there, Cottonwood or whatever. So it had to have been after 10, between 10 and 10:30 perhaps. I left the house shortly after I had spoke to Elizabeth. Checked my daughter's phone and see the time that her and I had spoke.
Okay.
And the time that I'd spoke to her and told her that I'd be on my way is when I'd left my house.
Okay.
My car never made it that far. I parked it, left it there. I was mad, I was upset, and I walked back home.
And this was at 9 o'clock when you had Angelo in the car?
No, because I had dropped Angelo off at the house. You gotta be lying to me about that car.
If I didn't believe that that there's a huge possibility of your car being involved, I wouldn't have Mirandized you. Hence why I didn't Mirandize you up until now, okay? Because you're saying it broke down, I left my car there. We've been driving up and down. I know, we've been driving up and down trying to find your car. We've called in, checked to see if it was towed. It has not been towed. And again.
So then where's my car?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Okay? So, did you shoot Jay?
No, I didn't. No. He's a kid. He's a baby.
I know, but somebody did.
But no. I have no reason to do anything.
Okay, so then you leave your car. I don't know if you know that.
I was not there.
Okay, but I'm telling you, your car was.
That bothers me.
And I bet. But I also feel like you know more than you're telling me.
But I don't.
Okay.
So when I go in a while, I'm gonna have to call and make a report.
If that's what you need to do, yeah.
Well, yeah, if it's my car.
Now we hear from Elizabeth's son, identified as then 16-year-old Angelo Baldonado, at his place of work, when the whereabouts of the family's car that day suddenly change.
So from my understanding, you guys have known each other for a while. You kind of have like a kind of good.
It was like we was cool. We was good. Like we argued. It's just like one time he hit my sister. So
he hit your sister?
Yeah, but we just got into like a little dispute, like a fist fight.
Yeah.
But then we was cool after that. We was just.
So we talked to your mom this afternoon, and she said that you guys had her car, the one that she had just bought, the Toyota, that you guys had it this afternoon. Where is that car?
I wouldn't give it back to her.
You gave it back to her? When did you give it back to her?
I went to an interview this morning.
Okay. Oh yeah, she said like Waterbury or something like that, right?
Yeah, that's why she gave me the car. She said she didn't want to go through to early. She wanted to sleep. So I just went to the Waterbury. It was like at 9 o'clock. The interview was like at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then I got back to the house because the interview took like 15 minutes. So I got like 7 o'clock.
Okay. So was your mom's car still there when you got back? No? Where was it at? Your mom was in it? Where did your mom go this afternoon?
She don't tell me anything.
No.
The only time she told me was she told me something. Last time she told me something was like when I was in 6th grade.
So you never talked to your mom or nothing?
Yeah, I talked to her, but I talked to her for some reason.
Angelo tells detectives he drove himself to an interview that morning, directly contradicting Elizabeth's claim that she drove him to that interview. With no confession and plenty more investigating to do, nearly 20 days pass before the victim's pregnant girlfriend is brought in for another round of questioning. After a search of her phone allegedly revealed she may know more than she initially let on, investigators discovered messages between her and the victim in the days leading up to the murder that indicated turmoil in the pair's relationship and knowledge of the fight. But that's not all. Investigators also found messages between her and her other brother, Gilbert, who writes, quote, "He's going to catch one for sure," just 2 days before the murder, and they request to delete messages on the day of the attack.
Now that some time has passed and you've had time to think about it, Elizabeth, I want to hear what happened. Because I think you know more than you told me that day.
I don't know anything. I really don't. Why would you guys assume that? Why would I know anything new about that?
Because I have your phones, and I've looked through your phones. And so I do believe you know more.
What would I know more about? About who killed him? About
Yeah.
who did it? No, I don't know. I really don't know who did it.
So you brought up that your brother Gilbert had mentioned and said that he was gonna send someone up there to take care of
But he didn't. Because my brother knows that if he were to do anything, I would never speak to him again or at all. I would have him part of my life at all.
So where's your mom's car?
I don't know. You're seriously assuming that one of my family members did it? Because the car is missing? She literally filed a report that her car was missing that night.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. She called. I even was there when she called. She filed a, I don't know what it's called, a missing vehicle report or whatever the heck.
So why are you covering for your mom and your brother?
I'm not covering for anybody. Are you f***ing serious? You seriously think that they did it?
Yes.
My mom loved that child too.
Okay, maybe not your mom, but what if what if I told you that your mom's car is on video leaving the homicide? What if I told you that?
You know how many Toyota Camrys that are gold live in the city?
But what are the odds that your brother and Josue were supposed to meet up?
My brother was at home. My brother was at home with his girlfriend. They were literally sleeping until he had to go to work.
Which is not true, because I talked to Angelo. He gave a statement. I know he wasn't home this whole time. I just think it's interesting, and I'm gonna tell you. Maybe you don't know. Maybe they have kept you in the blue. But I'm gonna tell you right now that your mom said she drove Angelo to his interview. Guess what? Angelo said he borrowed the car from your mom and he drove himself to the interview. He used your mom's car to go to McDonald's and Anthony. So obviously, somebody's lying.
You are.
You don't have to be upset with me. It's things I'm seeing on
You're
the phone.
making me upset. You're telling me that my family did it when I know they didn't. My mom understood that if anything were to happen to him, I would not talk to any of them ever again. Any of them. If anything, I would have lived with my dad if they did it.
And I mean, this isn't like piecing together like this crazy puzzle.
No, it's not, because none of my family would have done it. If my brother did it, he would have told me. If either of them did it. If my mom did it, she would have. I would literally block everyone out of my life if they did it.
And I kind of understand that you don't want to see.
No,
what
you
I'm trying
don't.
to
They
tell you.
don't. They
Because-
did not do it.
Because
you
I
are
don't know what
literally
I
looking
would
in the
do.
wrong place. You're just trying to blame somebody just so that you can get someone for the crime. When none of them did it. I know they didn't do it because, well, I don't know for sure, but I know they wouldn't have done something like that. They know how much that would crush me, and literally they have seen how much I have died these past 2 weeks.
Okay, but Angelo told
It doesn't
he
mean
was going
Angelo
to
was trying to protect my family. He's literally. You guys can think that however you'd like. My family did not do it. Also, I would like my phones back, please. So I really need pictures of him, and I'm done to see.
Elizabeth Jr. doesn't exactly fess up to anything, and nearly 2 months pass before detectives decide they have enough to confront the family again, starting with Gilbert Chavez, who police said threatened to harm the victim just days before the murder.
What's your name, brother?
My name's Gilbert.
Oh, hi Gilbert, how are you?
Mike.
Who else is in the house? Do you mind if
My little sister.
Just your sister? Is Elizabeth here too?
Elizabeth. My little sister. Do you want me to go get her?
Yeah, she knows who I am. Can I actually talk to you, Gilbert?
About.
You know what it's about because, you know, I've already done some research. Get your hand out of your pocket for me, please. Thank you, I appreciate it. You already know what this is about. So I'd like to give you the opportunity to explain why you told Elizabeth that.
Oh, this is what?
Gilbert, I'm not gonna talk to you right here in the door. Do you want to come talk to me over here? Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Good. Okay. Is your mom here?
She's showering right now.
Showering right now. Okay. Is on here?
No.
All right. So, Gilbert, tell me what you know.
About?
Okay, this is about Elizabeth's boyfriend's death. You know what it's about, so let's not play games today, okay?
Come on, look here. I barely got no what's going on.
I know you know why I'm here.
Yeah, now I do. Now I do. Tell me.
Okay.
Come on.
So, tell me what you know.
I don't know. Like I said, I just moved here. Like,
Okay, so I'm not gonna play games with you, okay? I know you threatened to take care of Josue.
Yeah, but I didn't even come on. I wasn't even up here. I couldn't even do nothing.
Okay, so obviously you do know why I'm here and why I'm talking to you now. So now that we got that out of the way,
I'm innocent.
okay, so again, in your Facebook, you do disclose and say you're gonna send somebody to take care of you.
Yeah, but did I send
Okay,
anybody?
so, well, who'd you send?
I didn't
Because
send
he died.
nobody. I didn't send nobody.
Do I need to be any clearer? He died.
I know he died. You guys just told me that.
Well, you know because that's Elizabeth's
Yeah, but I didn't send nobody.
baby daddy.
No, ain't nobody want to do it. They're all scared.
Okay. So then let's start from the beginning. What did Josue do that upset you for you to make such threats?
Hit my sister.
Hit your sister? Okay, how do you know?
Because my sister told me.
Okay. What did she say?
She said that she lied to her boyfriend and hit her. That's what ticked me off. You know what I'm saying? Anybody hits somebody's little sister, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Again, you have to realize that I'm investigating a homicide. Okay, a homicide in which you threatened to kill my victim.
So you're gonna take my phone?
Yes. I'm gonna take your phone, I'm gonna do a warrant on it. If for
All I
any
gotta
reason...
say is just don't picture, you know what I'm saying, unless you want to see something, but it's all about something.
Okay.
Moments later, Gilbert's mom, Elizabeth, now a suspect herself, walks outside where detectives have a few questions for her.
I love you. I'm going to ATZ.
Can I talk to you really fast?
I have to catch the bus, so I mean, you got 5 minutes of my time.
Okay.
And that's it.
Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you for speaking with me. Have a good day.
Be safe.
We'll check in with you before we leave if you want to talk to us again, Gilbert.
Hi, Elizabeth. I know you're going to be quick and all, but so...
And nobody ever came by to
you,
look what's
you
called.
didn't report
This
your
is-
car.
I did. This
No.
is it. Yes, it is.
I already know.
Okay, you know
They
what,
tried-
lady? I'm not trying to mean with you, but this is the confirmation number that I
So
have received from you.
why did you set up a fight between Angelo and Josue?
No.
Yes, you did.
No. The
I
little
have
boy called
phones.
over. He called to the house. He was asking for a fight. I was like, wait a minute. You want to do what? I was like, are you serious? It was either that or they wanted to sit there and do some stupid things. I'm not trying to have stupid things go on between those boys. Those boys need to learn how to get along.
Okay. So, like I said,
So are you gonna write this
I
down?
have phones. I already know when you called it in. You never fully followed through.
I did. I waited for them to get here.
Okay, do you have the title to the vehicle?
It's in that vehicle. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Like, I cannot give you any more information because it was in the vehicle. I didn't even get to register the car or anything.
You've had the car since before January.
Yeah, and I also had to get an alternator for it. You know how much money it takes to just for me to save for just a little bit, a few things?
Okay. So again, I've gathered phones,
Understood.
and based off of everybody's phone, not just Josue's phone, you were gonna set up a fight. You said you didn't, and you didn't want to, but the fight was gonna happen.
He said, well, come over in the morning. I was like, wait a minute, come over in the morning. And my son, Angelo, told me like this. He goes, Mom, I'm not going to fight him. He goes, I'm not trying to get into a fight. He goes, I have more respect for my sister than that. And that's how that went down. But the little boy, he called. He wanted to make the fight.
Right.
And I was asking myself, like, what are you just going to do?
I'm not saying Josue didn't set the fight, but you let them know and you set up the fight
Yeah,
because they were going to fight
I
that
let them
morning.
know because they had to know. I'd be like, this is what's going on when your sister's life. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, I let them know because they needed to know. Because that's not right. How does it sit there and tell them, the boy's going to come over here and act all weird for what reason? There was no reason for them to fight to begin with.
But there was, and they
But there wasn't
had
no reason
already
for them to
fought.
fight.
They had already fought before that fight was going to happen.
They didn't ever fight before, honey.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Even your daughter
admitted to them verbally and physically fighting.
Physically? I don't know about no physical fight.
Okay.
I don't know anything about no physical fight.
So I'm gonna tell you something, okay?
Yeah, in my 5 minutes and I'm done. Thank you.
According to the district attorney's office, Elizabeth later pointed blame at her 16-year-old son, Angelo, believing he'd receive a lesser sentence due to his age. But witnesses and months of investigating would lead prosecutors to believe that Elizabeth was the one who pulled the trigger.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? When I charge someone, you're gonna be charged along because I know you're hiding the truth and I know you're listening to me, and it would suck for and Elizabeth's baby to not be present, for you not to be present, because I will charge you because I do know you were gonna set up that fight that day. The end.
Young lady, I did not set no fight up. You're wrong. And I promise to God from
I got it off your daughter's phone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Nevertheless, Angelo found himself sitting in an interrogation room weeks later and asking for his mom.
Is my mom gonna be here someday?
Is your mom gonna be here? Was she driving? Was she driving down here?
No, she was talking to one of the people that was there at the house.
Oh, at the house?
She should come.
She should? Okay. So, Angelo, because you are a minor, I am gonna read you your rights, and we're
That's why I
gonna...
want my mom here. That's me. Like, I know you had questions or something. If I wasn't like gonna talk to my mom about.
So you want your mom here while I read you your rights as well?
Yeah, I want her for the whole thing.
For the whole thing? Okay, fair
I
enough.
was asking so much.
Police Department, Elizabeth, this is Connor with APD. Angelo wanted you to be there with him. Elizabeth, this is Detective Coleman with APD. We're just coming here because Angelo wants you to be with him. He's been asking for you.
Who was nowhere to be found.
So I know that you asked her for your mom, but unfortunately, my sergeant and a detective just went to the house. She's not there, okay?
Can you go to her workplace? Please.
Unfortunately, no. At this time, you are going to get booked for your warrant, okay?
What exactly is the warrant?
It's a homicide warrant.
Isn't there? I couldn't hear anything in there. Well, so it's not that.
All right?
Yeah, can I make a phone call whenever? Oh, yeah, you can send when I get that.
Appreciate you being so respectful with us today.
You're welcome, sir.
Angelo was later arrested and charged with first-degree murder, but according to a series of jail phone calls between Angelo and various family members, including his sister and mother, he denies killing Josue. In one instance, during a conversation about Gilbert, Elizabeth admits in so many words to some wrongdoing. But a Facebook conversation between Angelo's brother, Gilbert, and a woman only identified as Alexandra would break the case wide open when the woman asks, "So your mom did it and let your brother go down?" And Gilbert responds with a simple, "Yup," after detailing the crime. Angelo reportedly later confessed to detectives that his mother had set him up to take the fall for the deadly crime. The 16-year-old ultimately pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of conspiracy to commit murder and felony assault. He's being held at a youth detention center until he's 21. As for his mother, Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez was taken into custody and later pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. She was sentenced to 18 years behind bars. But the story doesn't end there. Elizabeth, now 49, made headlines again after police said 23 inappropriate images of children were found on her tablet. She was additionally charged with possession of visual medium of sexual exploitation of a child. Online records show she later pleaded no contest to that charge and was ordered to register as a convicted sex offender.